today we made 2 types of Arduino robots that had, one was a programmable set which had a bunch of LEDs, which looks like this one. You see the little lights coming on, and then his little hand makes the light flash. So it's teaching them about circuits and positive, negative, and then they stitched it all together and customized it, which was like super fun. The second version was the programmable kits, which had a lot more components on it and allowed them to now program and control all the little components separately and create their own sound through the light sensor. So it was pretty awesome, and everyone's done an amazing job of that. So,
and how did you come up with the idea?
We come up with the idea to do it at all, or do...
Yep.
Okay. The idea was we had our brand, the robot, which I named Miss Bot. Bot standing for Builder of Things. And we wanted to teach people about Arduino, so we're trying to figure out the coolest way we can do that, which did allow them to customize it as well as put their own spin on it and then learn at the same time without realizing they were learning, hopefully. So I just sat down, pulled the components out, worked out what I could do within a time frame, drew up the design, did it about 4 different times to see what I could break, to try and make it better, and then printed it, ironed it on, and then taught it. Simple as that.
Cool. And what were some of the challenges some of the participants faced today?
Some of the components, we put on the wrong components. So we put on the heat sensor instead of the light sensor on some of them. I think we've run out of time, but that was probably going to happen because there's sort of a programming component, programming lesson, as well as actually just stitching the whole thing together. I'm not sure what other problems they really had.
Common questions, like when they're learning, like, how do I cut it properly? How do I sew the thread?
Yeah, because I'd run through it a few times, I could sort of say, please don't, make your stitches about 1.5 centimeters. Make sure when you're cutting it out, you don't cut it so it's quite close to the edge. And even if they did it, they could work it out or hack it so it didn't, mess it up. So all of them have turned out really great. It doesn't really matter what they look like.
So I guess then, what were some of the challenges you faced, that you did lots of times when, oh crap, I've got to tell them not to do that?
I put too many things on. I didn't understand the difference between a positive and a negative circuit at the very beginning. So I just found all the bits were trying to get to one negative, one positive spot, say, and they all just got all twined up. So you couldn't do that. So it was about spacing them out, but then making them balance. So that was one of the main things. Yeah.
Cool. And then in terms of everyone leaving today, so a couple of people have finished the basic one, what did they say at the end?
I think they were really stoked that they got it all finished, and they made this thing in just a few hours, and they learned something along the way, hopefully. So I think it's been a really amazing day for everyone.
Cool. All right, that's done.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sweet. Thank you.